Hello and welcome to the ArmorPlus Mod Spotlight. So between levels of 6 and 16 you'll find this stuff, the all lava crystals. You get one out of them. And I was curious to see what would happen if I did something like this. So there's also charms in that mod. I'm going to be looking at I want to look at mystical agriculture as well soon. Let's have a look, see what happens here. Okay, so it is affected by fortune. That is good to know. Yeah. How many did I get there? No, one. Did I get any more? I could have sworn that first one gave me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, definitely affected by fortune. So these things are cool though, because what you need to do in this mod is you need to. It's really. I mean, yeah. You do this, and that will get you blocks of lava crystal. You can also make a compressed lava crystal block. So yeah, you can really go up the scale on that, and then you can convert it back, like so. So when we look at ArmorPlus, there's actually a decent amount of pages on it. There's an info book. There's some lot of decorative blocks actually, which is quite cool. Let's have a look at this. None of these have got crafting recipes. I wonder if they're new. I mean, one thing I know though, which is probably the most basic thing you could think of with this mod, is that you need to have these special tables to actually do anything with them, right? Funnily enough, I'm not even seeing the tables at this point. Where have the tables gone? Where have the tables gone? We'll know soon enough. Is it the point now where they've actually got rid of the tables in newer versions? It looks like there's no actual blocks anymore, which is kind of odd. This, I don't know what it needs. I guess it needs lava. Maybe it needs power as well. Interesting. I wonder what the hell's going on with this, to be honest. Very interesting. Man, I always seem to come to ArmorPlus in a time when like, everything's changing on it. Let's see if the book can help me. I've already got one. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh dear. Yeah, I just do not understand the way I mean, what are you supposed to do with this, for instance? So that. Okay, so we might have some stuff in the. Okay, so drops are the Guardian Scale, the Witherbone, Ender Dragon Scale. So you use the lava infuser, infusing lava crystals and obsidian blocks into lava infused obsidian. You need. There's also like a thing in Ex Nihilo in older versions I've seen recently. You need to provide it with lava buckets in order for it to work. Drop some withers as the withering cell. To make a glowstone lamp, right click on a mystical machine frame with a block of glowstone. Let's see that. Okay. Oh no, that's mystical agriculture. Okay. So these. Oh, these are these all. No, this the first four are ArmorPlus here. Okay. So I need obsidian in here. Does it need power or what? It looks like it needs power. But that's kind of odd. I wonder if it needs just needs a lava block under it. Because there's no power system in this entire mod. So how could you do it without it? That's what I always wonder. Not doing anything. I can see that will make lava infused obsidian. I guess that's not the end of the world if I can't do that. But it looks like they're actually moving away from the table system. Like, how do you get this stuff? The lava cactus. Nothing has got recipes. Wow. Grants random item. Really? Right click it. I got skeleton essence. Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh yeah, I've seen this new weird thing with the cooldown. Yeah, that's kind of odd. Well, it even has a cooldown in the menu there. How do you make a coal arrow? I mean, that's surely... Nothing has got... Is there no table for this? Wow, mystical agriculture's really moved on a lot. This is the most odd thing ever, that the tables don't seem to have been made it through yet. So you can still make some of the stuff. How is there night slime? I don't have tinkers in here. See, that is weird. Yeah, there's no tinkers in here in this. I've not put it in. But there's still... I guess it's so dependent on like there being like other mods stuff in here. It's weird. But what is the most weird is that I guess I could just look at the ultimate armor, even though I've got no idea how I could possibly make it. Yeah, there's nothing here. Is that the ultimate armor, really? Yeah, maybe it doesn't let you have it. Okay, not bad. I don't know why you don't. There's no speed effect on it. That's kind of unusual. Yeah, I mean, I know that the way it works generally is that coal and lapis are the weakest, and then there's stuff, and then lava I think is 2. Yeah, if you look at the lava, I think lava is the second tier. 3 armor, 1 ability, fire resistance. So let's have a look at just the effects of some of this stuff. Fire resistance, water breathing, speed 2 is emerald. But if I do this, it won't. What's up with that? Why does it do that? I wonder if that's just because like you're not supposed to do it. Sometimes, of course, these have effects if you upgrade before doing the earlier stuff, because it sees that you're doing something like in creative mode. But haste 3, you have to have the full set to do anything. I think that's the whole point. Regen. Yeah, you see, if I wanted to do the slime set here, let's try that. Yes, it didn't do anything that time actually. Let me see if I can just swap it over. Yeah, it does. It does give you all this shit though when you put it in. That kind of sucks actually. Oh wait, it's only got 2 usage. That thing. Let me get it again. What was it? Yeah, nothing. Literally, there is nothing here. Like, I can craft this thing. But yeah, infusing the lava infuser. So the weaponry looks quite good, actually. I may not be able to get this to work. I feel like I do need to give this thing power. I think it just assumes you can get power somehow. Oh, that's funny, that one. I wonder if this one would work. Probably not. You can't shift click stuff in. That's quite odd. Let me just check that you can't don't have to. I wonder why I've still got all these effects. That's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the higher tier stuff gives you creative flight. Don't you also? I think you also get creative flight with this one. What does this one give you? Yeah, this is the first one that gives you flight. Yeah. Okay. This is the thing. It's kind of weird actually because it's like you can actually, even though the tables aren't there, and I wonder if that is like a new thing that's just kind of occurring. It may be something like that. It may also be recognizing that I haven't crafted. Yeah, these are just fairly. Well, that's very powerful, that thing. Yeah, I was going to turn it to peaceful, but if you look at the type of mod I'm doing here, it's not necessarily worth it. Well, so what other armor is there then? Obsidian gives you resistance. This armor, the superstar. I think this is supposed to be. Yeah, I'll look at the tools as well in a minute. Applies Wither 2. That might be interesting to check that out. Because you don't often see that on mobs. Let's just get some more stuff coming up. I wish I didn't have blindness, poison, and slow. I obviously don't have them, but it's. What the fuck is that? I'm super curious about what this is. Lava cactus. Like, does normal cactus just become this stuff? Let's try this sword. Oh, they've got Wither too. They don't actually die that fast there. What was the ultimate sword got then? Oh, there is no ultimate sword. How about the Ender Dragon sword? With a 4 on that one. Oh, they die much faster. So that is a really good sword, the Ender Dragon sword. Yeah, it completely wrecks. And you can probably put... I did want to see, though, if somehow putting lava here... Sorry, why can't I place the cactus? Because it's not on sand, that's why. Oops. So what happens if you put lava? I feel like maybe the reason they've taken away the oh well, it actually gives you a lava effect. No, it just destroys the cactus doing that. No, it didn't need to worry about that one. Limited crafting, is that new? Well, it doesn't matter because because with quark you get the whole lot anyway. Funnily enough, it's kind of interesting, but it's almost the case that I can see things a bit better with this menu now. It's actually why quark is almost... What is that? That's a weird rendering error. I did not want to do you. It'd be good if you could turn off the physics of the liquids completely. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty... I mean, there's steel, there's electrical blocks. A lot of this stuff is like literally made. I don't want to worry about that. But really, it's I mean, maybe I'm just this incredibly early version. A lot of these do not have recipes at all there. You can make a bow. Guardian bow. Let's do a guardian bow and let's make sure we only have these Ender Dragon arrows around. Yeah, they're going to do the same sort of thing, I would imagine. I'm surprised you made it. Does wither not affect... Maybe it was a different arrow I used. Yeah, I probably used the coal arrow on it. What does the coal arrow do? Blindness. Huh! I never really thought about doing that. Well, that one's already got two... Yeah, it's too strong in general. It's got a particle effect. Oh yeah, obsidian. Oh, that's actually got some stats. Oh, there are some stats on it. So the bonus arrow damage. So as you might imagine, the Guardian and Superstar are higher, with coal being pretty weak. And what does this apple do? Gives you a speed boost for 5 minutes. Wow, that's pretty good. There are actually various apples. Wait, is there various apples? Is that literally just the redstone apple that does that? Delete it. Let me just check this. Now the redstone apple gives you 10 seconds. Which apple was it? No, there's 2 redstone apples. Right. That's the 5-minute one. Okay, so it's basically this just like it's like a similar to the golden apple idea. Okay. So various components, this item which gives you random blocks, some sort of wall blocks, and then I've looked at... I mean, honestly, there's not much more to really look at this. I mean, you know, they have various effects, and it looks to me. Oh, there is actually battle axe. So there are axes as well. But yeah, I mean, there seems to be Tinker's integrate. So this it works pretty well actually. There isn't. I wonder. Nauseous. So these are all for. I'm looking at the speed it takes to. I wonder if the cooldown period, because this is obviously the cooldown timer. I wonder if that will be changed to you know, what's it called? Gift. Yeah. You got cold bow, but yeah, pretty cool mod anyway. And yeah, what's that? Chainmail. I don't know what this is used for. Interesting. I think a lot of it is perhaps for use in the tables. Can you do this? No. But I mean, in a sense, it's still pretty usable because you can still do everything with it. You need compressed obsidian. Emerald needs emerald blocks. It's crazy, really, that. But really, it does seem that you really want to have like this. I find this is pretty good actually. The wither skeletons drop this, so you basically can jump like way up. What is that? Well, you can actually make armor out of feathers. What does that give you? Really? Okay, wait a second here. Let me just. That I did not know. This is not giving me speed 5, is it? Oh shit, it is. It's not showing me, but this is really fast. And is this just going on forever? It's not even doing any. I bet it's like super weak, the armor. Why is it not telling me the durability left? Let me just check something. I'll just get I mean, whatever. Why is this sword so shit? I'm gonna die, I think. Yeah. Okay, the durability is absolutely shit, yeah. But still, that's pretty incredible when you think about it. That's a very interesting. I didn't think there would be like a low tier thing like that. I mean, Guardian. You see, something like Guardian, it's going to be decent tier because it's you know, it's difficult to get that stuff. But that chicken armor is really almost like it's interesting, isn't it? That saturation for this haste. But yeah, I think that one was just you know, an unusual one to see, but it's worth just checking out. But aside from that, I don't know how to make some of these textures either. Anyway, thanks for watching.